y'all done?
Why do you say that every episode?
Because y'all always banter before we start the show. But guys, welcome back. This is the Can We Not podcast. Me, your host, Evan Cummins, with my two co-hosts. We have
Kenneth.
and
Akai.
yes, we're back in the studio. Shout outs to Jade. Shout out to Tony, producer. Shout out to City World Radio. Shout out to Sky's Crescent Radio. We got all the cameras back set up. We got everything going.
Everything's back. We back official.
Live
We're
stream.
Back official.
Shout out to everybody on the live stream on live.me. So, yes.
I can't hear
Feels so
myself.
good to be back.
How you guys feel about being back?
I don't know.
You sure?
Can you hear me?
No, I don't hear you.
I don't hear me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But hey, it's fine
No,
because
we're here.
nobody knows that I'm on this podcast anyway.
But it is definitely recorded.
You're fine.
Yo, shout out to JP Raps. Yo, like
There we go.
live in effect.
Yep.
JP Raps always shading me every time he can
He's
get.
not shading you.
He is not acknowledging my existence.
He knows it.
And I'm low key like, oh man, but
He
it's
knows.
fine.
He knows.
I shout out everybody on our comments and our YouTube page with Evan. It's just like it's great to have all that, and I'm glad to be back to give you guys content. you
Yeah.
know?
Shout out to everybody.
Shout out
watching.
to everybody watching us.
Facts.
I love each and every
Everybody
one
watching.
of you guys.
Yes, you do.
Yes. No, I mean that.
I know. I was gonna say shout out to. I have the applause button, bro.
That's a live applause. Man. It's a live applause.
It's always genuine when we do it.
No, it's not. So, but shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube. And if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We drop the videos every Wednesday. So go to youtube.com/Evan Cumbest. You'll find it there. Or you can just search up Can We Not Podcast. We're also available on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. Anywhere you can probably find podcasts, we
Out
are
here.
there. Just search Can We Not
are
Podcast.
out here.
We are out here in these streets. Now,
Not on the streets. but-
all those introductions being done.
Yes.
Yes.
Are we ready to start the show?
Let's get it going.
So,
I'm ready.
oh,
I'm
don't you
ready.
have something to say?
I'm ready.
Cool.
I'm ready. Oh damn!
Yeah. So we're gonna start the show off talking about Future.
All right. Wait a minute. We shared a nice conversation with the cab driver in DC about Future.
Yes, about the Future.
About the Future.
Yes. So
How's he doing?
you guys know him as Future, the rapper. We know him as Future.
We close with him like that.
Yo, I'm here.
Exactly.
Auto-tune.
That's just how we know him. But this morning, it was a story this morning about a woman jumping in Future's DMs, trying to like get his attention and everything. And then she posted a picture on her page saying that Future wanted to fly her out.
Yeah.
That he sent her a message or like a comment that he's saying he's getting ready to fly her out.
Sounds like Future.
And then Future went on his page and posted as if like, no, I didn't say that.
Oh, relax.
No, that wasn't me. You got
Not
the,
I.
You got the wrong future.
yeah, you got the wrong Future.
You looking at the past right now. I don't know what you thought you was doing.
You speaking in past tense. So, yeah, he went out and defended himself, and I love the way Future always defends himself in these situations because we remember the "I'm good, love, enjoy" situation.
Yeah.
Now this
Sensation.
time, he told this woman, he said, "I'm sure someone likes you, but it ain't me.
Damn.
It ain't me though."
That's a cold line. I'm sorry.
It's kind of cold, but that's just how he
It's
rolls.
straightforward.
I mean, yeah.
It's not disrespectful.
No, it's not. He's just he told her straight up like, "Yo, somebody out there likes you. It just happens not to be me."
It just
Not
happens
I.
to not be me.
That's it. Yo, that's how you got to do it sometimes.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
But the thing about it is, like, you know, the story's been posted all over the blogs and everything like that. And
Yeah.
this girl has been taking this attention and this clout and just running with it.
Yeah,
Because at the
She's
end of the day,
chasing
she got exactly what she wanted.
attention.
Yes. So her running around is like, oh yeah, she's posting mad pictures using Future lyrics as captions. Yeah, she's that corny.
That's a little.
Yeah,
Come on.
she's definitely that corny.
That's is there a cornball button? Like, I'm sorry. Because I know if a dude did that. Yes.
That's all I
It's
got.
kind of cornball.
That's all you got.
That's all I got.
That's it.
all you got. Find your button.
Go ahead. Find your button. Find your button.
That's all I got.
That's
Find
all
your
you got.
button.
Stop!
That's all I got. So yeah, he posted that up, and then basically what I wanted to use this as like it's kind of this a light situation to go into the story that's been going this whole week about Nicki Minaj.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
Safari,
Nicki Minaj,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
she has her album coming out, and she's been doing all these tricks and hurdles and things like that to get more attention for the album, which I don't appreciate. But we're not here to talk about the music aspect. But one thing she did in ways to get more attention towards her album, she just went in these interviews and she spoke about her ex-boyfriend Safari.
Yeah.
And she was going on about like, oh, he stole my credit cards and he was buying prostitutes, and then he was like, whoa, that's not what that was the free money card.
That was the free money. We had discussed this. Come on now.
He's like, that was just the card that we had laying around. Like, what are you talking about?
We had later around. She
Yeah.
a superstar. She ain't got no.
And he was trying to make it sound like, don't throw shade at me when you've been doing dirty shit. Like, you was with Meek halfway through our relationship, towards the end of our relationship, and they were just going back and forth on Twitter. She's like, fuck you, and you a hoe ass nigga, you came
they got
crawling back to
history.
me, my glam squad was there, and he's like, you stabbed me.
Who the hell is the Glam Squad? Yo, we here.
The glam
Heard you
squad.
talking shit.
You don't.
Exactly. When the Glam Squad shows up, then
Yeah.
that's
You don't want beef with the glam squad. Glam squad coming knocking. You don't want to be rocking. So they were just going back and forth on air, each other talking about how one cheated on the other other
Married
one,
couple shit.
yeah, domestic violence. They alluded to cheating, infidelity. They just threw it all out there on the timeline
Airing it
and
all
talking
out.
about that Safari has a fake hairline and he got
Yo, I
paid.
saw that on 50 Cent's page. I was like, yo, that's all the way back.
So
Sorry. It's all the way back. It went back to Jamaica with that. I was like, nah. Boy, you better go get yourself lined up. I'm going to bust your ass.
you want a new
Sorry.
hairline? That's a fantasy.
It's a fantasy. Your hairline I cannot see.
But
Oh, no.
I wanted to use all of that to ask you guys: would you purchase a fake hairline? No, that's not. No,
about to
Listen,
say.
I had
I'm
some.
kidding.
I had some like debates about this. As a man, plastic surgery for men. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to switch it up. If your nose ain't looking right, get it tight. If you ain't got biceps, then you need to go left. If you need triceps, take some extra steps. I don't know.
No, all right.
Wait,
You're
yeah.
done. You're done.
Nah, I was trying.
That first one was really good.
I was
You
trying.
You
though.
started off really.
I was trying.
strong.
This isn't a music podcast. Yo, shout out
You
Joe
were-
Budden.
Wow.
No, but the question I wanted to ask was, how do you guys feel about couples who air out private matters in public?
Nah.
Like, have you ever seen two people in public like just have an argument on the street and they
You
just
mean like you're involved? Like it's like one of those, those third wheel situations. I feel like Evan has been put through this many a time in the past, where it's just like you're just with the couple, and then you're the third dude. Hey, listen, I'm speaking up for you.
Okay, go ahead.
And I feel like it is detrimental to everybody that has to be involved. It's like, one of those like, man, you really doing this right now? Not right. Not like this. Exactly. Wow. You got the button. Got the button. Sorry, inside joke.
Wow.
But nah, listen. Don't air out your business publicly because it's bad for everybody involved. It gets nasty, and then people are gonna be looking back like, ew, really? And they're not really gonna mess with you. I'm just saying.
But like, what type of situations
Like, okay, if it's like,
have you ever seen something like
yes,
that? Okay,
yes,
You
very
mind sharing?
recently, and just the way people handle their business, especially publicly, they go for the throat, and sometimes you don't want to see that on
This-
the timeline.
You don't want to see that explosion.
I don't want to know if somebody decided to dog somebody out on a fire escape and they sold drugs
Yo,
to somebody.
that's
and
crazy. No, I do want to talk about. I do.
That's
no,
that's
know
not
what you're
anything. Listen, that's not nothing. None of us know.
No.
none of us.
No,
none
I'm,
of
I'm
us.
saying
none-
don't look
none
at
of
it. Oh
us-
my! Don't go to my camera. Don't
I'm
try
going.
to- don't try to-
I'll go to your camera whenever I want.
Don't fit in my camera. But
Camera. Thought
but
this was a game. I got shades in my pocket. No,
I
I
got
don't.
shades in my pocket.
Put it on in your.
No, what I was going to say was, has anybody ever seen? That's tone adjusts the camera for him to be in my shot. But have you guys ever been like in public, a couple like have their discretions?
Yes.
I
You
feel
wanna
like
share
I
the
was.
story?
I feel
You
like
feel
I
you
was
was-
a couple.
That's funny.
I feel like I was a couple.
I'm not gonna ask about
Thank
that.
you.
But you,
Yes,
Kenneth.
yes, I have. I've been in the car while a couple has like aired out their shit. Like,
Who was the driver?
Nope, can't say no names. Can't say no names.
Confidential.
There you go. But the dude was going in. Like, he was saying some excessively wild shit.
Was he driving?
Yes.
Shit.
He had one hand on the wheel and the other hand like on like the back of her seat, like she was riding shotgun. Basically,
What?
she was riding
He
shotgun.
had a gun in the car?
No,
Jeez.
no. But he didn't. He had his hand on the wheel, but he was not looking at the road. He was on. He
Let
was,
me out at the light.
What's funny? I was nowhere near home, and I didn't have any money to get home, so I was just like, "Yo, I'm just gonna have to take this L to just like listen to this
Take
shit."
an L. He's about to take a life.
sit in the back seat like.
Yo, I'm just like, no. We were driving back from Massachusetts, and
That's where you messed up.
apparently I should have just stayed home that day. Like I was that nerd nigga from Magic School Bus. Like, oh, I knew I should have stayed home today.
Arnold?
Yes.
Didn't he die on Pluto?
I'm getting better with the soundboard, guys.
Don't
You
do
guys
that.
sound-
A child died. What are you doing?
In episode 1.
But what were like some of the things that were being said in the car? Go back to that story.
He was saying some shit like, "Oh, like I took you out the streets. You could have just been some gutter bitch. Like,
What
like,
the hell?
your life is literally nothing without me in it." Like saying some real wild shit, and then like she tried putting her like earphones in to like ignore him. He ripped them out and like in one smooth ass motion. Ripped them out, opened his window, tossed them out, and then closed his window while going like 90.
Damn.
So yes, I have been witness to couples like airing out some like real like dirty laundry shit like in public and on social media.
Well, that means a fire escape. Jeez. Respective for the damn button. Oh man.
That's just what he's just sitting in the back seat. Brum, 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 brum.
That was my favorite song. Boom, boom, boom. Not no more.
Holy shit!
Nah, but
Jeez.
I've definitely seen that type of stuff. Like outside of my own house, like I've been that nosy neighbor. Where
Of course, who
you
hasn't
just
been?
hear
Through the
yelling.
blinds, like-
Yeah, you just hear yelling, and then I'm looking across the street, and
Yo.
this dude like, "Come on, Sherry, let's go! Stop playing with me. I know you got other dudes in that house. Let me in there. Yo, we can work this out. I just want to talk. Yo, come on!" And I'm just sitting in the top of my house calling the cops, just like. Yeah, I like to report a disturbance.
Yo. Oh my goodness. That's how it be though. That's how it be.
But you get situations like that from real life to the timeline,
Oh, yeah.
onto the internet. Like there was a dude who on my timeline who recently must have had a breakup with his girlfriend, and this was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. This man took a photo of him and his ex-girlfriend and put it on the grill and set it on fire.
Shit.
I'm sorry.
Oh shit!
And posted
Oh.
a picture of it. And
Oh,
I thought
geez.
that was the pettiest thing / funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Because you know how many steps went into that process. Not only did he have to go find the picture and look through his house. He looked through his house to find the picture and said, "Yo, I need my charcoal. You probably had to go to the store and buy charcoal to put it in the grill.
Yo, I need this.
Yo, this is about to be the illest Instagram post ever.
But then
go
gets
to
back
the
home.
grill.
No, gets back home. Realize he didn't get any lighter fluid. Got to go back to the
Get
store.
the lighter
Oh,
fluid.
jeez.
Get the lighter fluid and matches. Come back. Get the grill. Set it outside. Take off the grill lid. Throw in the fucking charcoal. Light it up. Put the grill lid back on. Put the picture on in a position so it doesn't fall between the cracks of the grill lid. And then put lighter fluid on that and continue. Light it. Pick out his phone, put in his password, open the camera, Instagram app, the camera,
And then manages to capture the picture while you can still see that it's a picture of him and his ex.
Oh, my
Yep.
goodness.
Make sure he wasn't too late.
Exactly.
You didn't have a microwave? What's the deal with microwaves?
Could have just microwaved that.
This thing got a sound effect for everything. Yo, you like the Batman with the sound.
He's got the belt on his like it's an iPad attached.
Yes. Thank
Oh
you guys.
my
I
God.
do appreciate you guys.
Button man.
Button man.
Now let's put a button on this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but how do you guys feel about airing out? And have you ever aired out an ex on social media?
I possibly have. I remember I go through you know how like on Facebook like you go through your memories and you're like, oh wow, I said some real like stupid shit back then, and then like that'll take me down like memory lane, like, oh wow, I remember the memories with this person, or I remember this day, and it's just like, fuck that shit. And then I end up thinking like, damn, I could only wonder what that person said in response to this, or like a certain day, or like a certain argument or some shit like that. So I'm sure I've been the target or like the topic of like being aired out on social media. Like, I don't ever put out like the person's name, like, oh, like Sharon did this shit to me. She's always like, she never washed her dishes. She always going out in one fucking sock and fucking rollers in her hair. Fucking dumb bitch. Wow. Stupid.
Wow.
Wow, no wonder she wanted to leave.
I'm really good at this. I'm getting really, really good at this game.
I'm sorry.
Oh god.
Yo, fuck what you was talking about. No wonder she
Yo,
wanted
for
to
real?
leave.
Yo, for real, fuck what I was talking
Why
about.
are you asking about her dishes, man? She can't just leave a dish in the shit. I'm sorry.
What about you, Akal?
Yo, to be honest, I feel like it's the before that I felt like kind of like about, like, you know, being super public and being like one of those dudes that's like, oh, we got to post something or we're doing like special shit together. Oh, memories. Like the after effect, I feel is like it's a growing pain, even though on MySpace I kind of did like, you know, throw some subs. Like some people's tops got changed around and we're just like, nah, I'm sorry. You ain't on my top anymore. Why? Because you dogged me. Had me out in these streets looking stupid. I felt like I was your man. You was my cinnamon apple. I was out in these streets dedicating songs to you.
What?
On my MySpace.
Whoa.
I didn't make a song. It was on my My. You know how you put the song in the MySpace? And it was just like, yo, it's a heartfelt thing, and you change the theme in the back. Fuck y'all. Yo, fuck y'all, bro.
Bro, I'm just asking if you aired them out. Like you wrote a
it
post
wasn't-
like, yo.
It wasn't like a direct thing. It was just like one of those. It's like a sub, but I feel like that's the better way of handling it because it's like, even though you're not directly calling out this person,
But that person knows.
that person knows. It's like, yo, anonymous flower sent. You know who it's from.
But isn't a sub like going to eventually lead to just like you guys airing each other out? Like,
No, I feel like it's one of those kind of like, yo, I'm putting it out there. This happened. This is a situation between us. I'm going through it right now, but I'm not gonna like air you out like completely. And I don't think that should be it, especially on social media, because it gets ugly. It gets real ugly, and then people do that all the time. It's for the birds.
I see that.
No,
Oh, you don't got a bird button on there?
Not for you.
It's not for me. It's for him.
I didn't have one.
Birdman,
But
boy.
and I want to chill with the soundboard. Yo, come on.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah,
killing
yeah.
it. Let me chill with it a little bit. Let me get the guys.
Yo,
some
let us
content.
know.
Yo, let us know how y'all feel
But-
about these new sounds.
Word.
But
But
nah,
how you feel
I
about it?
definitely agree with you on that. Like, I've definitely been the guy. And right now, I'm in the process of trying to mature a
Yes.
little bit, of even from posting subs. But I used to be Mr. Air It Out. I ain't gonna lie to you guys right now. Anytime I felt any type of way, I was, because I'm a very genuine person. I feel like I do things from the bottom of my heart, and I feel like if he gets taken advantage of in any way, it's over for you.
Damn.
I'm not playing. I'm going straight to the timeline. I'm
Going for
telling
the
you, I'm
kills.
snitching. I used to be that guy. It was a really corny move. I'm not proud of it. There's a lot of Facebook posts that I get reminded of every day when they give you the notification.
The memory, yeah.
They give you the little notification. I'm like, damn, I used to really be a little fuck nigga. I need to delete these.
I gotta delete this from
It actually happened this week. I read something that was like, I was like, oh, fucking idiot, da da da. Talking about somebody was like, oh, who are you talking about? And I just wrote the person's name. I was like, whoa.
Oh, damn.
I don't even remember the situation that I had with this person, but I'm 1,000% sure they probably didn't deserve the words that I had going in their direction.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna talk about this off camera.
It was, remember 2011?
Yes.
Who I was interested back then before the other person?
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Ooh.
birthday party. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that person.
Do tell.
No. Yeah. So even if that person's listening, or if anybody who's listening who's my friend and kind of knows what I'm talking about, yeah, I was a fuck nigga for that. I'm just saying that right now. I was a fuck nigga for that, and I do apologize.
What changed?
I'm growing.
What changed?
No, honestly, I do want to talk
Oh
about
yeah,
that too.
what
the
did
process.
you feel the need was to change?
Because
from
even
that?
recently, my most recent situations where I was just kind of like, damn, I would like throw subs a lot because they were throwing subs at me. And recently I went through a situation where I was kind of like, damn, I do want to post about this, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm not going to get nothing from that.
Yeah.
And even if the person sees it, what's done is done.
Yeah.
So what am I affecting? What am I changing? What's happening for me posting this?
Nothing.
You're changing yourself. And that's where it starts, Evan. Let me shake your hand.
Friendship.
No,
Friendship.
Freeze frame. So yeah, that's just where I wanted to go with that topic. That was a lot that we divulged into that topic. So let us guys know what you think about that topic. If you want to know how you feel about
Please
airing
do.
each other out on social media, if you've ever done it, or if you've ever been aired out and you felt like it was unjust, let us know about it in the comments below, or hit us up on our respective social medias. Guys, do you want to tell your social medias right now before I edit it in the video?
IG Rojo Fiasco.
I'm on IG as Godzilla_kinda.
So
Word? That's how you feel about my name?
no, I was
Weird.
I'm trying to go
You're a
into-
grown man.
I'm
Get
trying
over
to
it.
get into no. I was going to go into the drama for your mama story. Of the week.
Oh, we got some drama for
use
your
the right-
mama.
please use the right music this time.
He got the great music.
There you go.
That's the drama for you?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I'm not
Come
liking
on.
it. No.
That sounded like it was
That's-
about to be a Dipset anthem just for
I'm
this
rolling
song.
with this one.
I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back one more week. One more tears and weeps. Drama for your mama. We're back with your host, Evan Convest, on the streets, on the scene, and making sure to tell the stories and make sure they're not too mean. Evan, you ready? Yeah, be good, Jenny. So,
Where's she
Boo.
don't boo me. No,
I'm
don't.
booing you and Jenny.
Jenny gonna get you. You know Jenny ain't with that fuck shit. But
Jenny's got a gun.
there was a story of a man who faked his own death
What?
to avoid sending his wife money.
What? You can do that?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
How did he?
What happened? I dead ass did not hear the story.
I sent it to the group chat.
I don't remember reading this. Put me on. What the hell?
Yeah, it was a man who was married to a woman. I think she still lived in their home country. I don't remember exactly as I'm trying to fish for it. I should have been doing this while y'all were talking about the other story. But they were they were she was married, living in their home country. He was living in America, working and everything, and she just kept requesting more and more money being sent over, and he got tired of sending the money every week or so. So what he did, he just decided to take a picture.
just die.
He put like tissues in his nose and like took a picture of it, of him like laying down in a bed with like sheets wrapped around him and like the tissues in his nose, and like faked his own death. So she would just think that he's dead.
What do the tissues do?
Just, insinuate, more deathly ill situations.
No, what do the
Oh,
tissues do?
my
That
goodness.
doesn't do it. What?
I hope she's not from Jamaica.
No.
That'd be terrible.
It was, I believe they were Hispanic, so it might have been
even
might have been a Southern American country.
No.
Wow.
But I don't remember precisely. As I'm really. Oh, there it is. Where it is.
That's just.
There we go. Now I can tell you the whole story.
Nothing but the whole story.
Yes, according to the Mirror, 27-year-old Danny Gonzalez from Honduras attempted to fake his own death in order to prevent his wife from asking for more money. My wife would call me every week just to ask me to send more money, Gonzalez said. Every Saturday she would call me telling me I hadn't sent her so much and I needed to send her this much more. Gonzalez, who now lives in the U.S., allegedly took selfies of himself with white cotton stuffed in his nose and a white bedsheet spread over his body before sending photos to his wife, who still lives in Honduras. Gonzalez reportedly coupled the photos with a stock image of a coffin in a funeral home, along with the message stating that he did die from cancer and asthma. Unfortunately for Gonzalez, news of his death began to spread around his hometown, and details started to look murky. Relatives reportedly noticed that Gonzalez was grinning in the photos, lying in the double bed, and actually covered pillowcases and not bed sheets. And they reported back to his wife that he was not dead. So, yeah, that's the story. Yeah,
I have one complaint about your story.
One? Only one?
I gotta give this nigga a round of applause. You know, that's the finesse of the week. Finesse of the week. Finesse of the week, man. He got that off. I gotta give it to him.
So
The man's
You got to
nice.
get on that.
Please,
Tone got to
producer.
chime in, Tone.
Tone, the producer.
You know what the best part of the story is?
What?
The guy's from Honduras.
Hey!
That's where my pops is from.
And he did the same thing to
That's my people. That's my guy. Shout out to that off-brand Latino.
the
Yes.
Coors Light of the
Thank you,
Spanish
Tone.
community.
Thank you for chiming in on that one, Tone. Letting us know his dad is dirty out here.
Look at yourself in the mirror now. Yeah, go on.
So, yeah, just finesse of the week. What do you guys think about that quick story?
Cancer and asthma. For real?
I didn't know niggas could die from asthma.
Well,
that.
Well, yeah.
And take a selfie and be like, yo, my nose.
It wasn't a
And
selfie.
It was for the
Somebody
asthma.
took the picture
No,
of him.
but the
nah,
fact that
I feel like he
he
had
was-
a selfie stick in the bed.
yeah. But then, like, he's laughing to himself so hard that he couldn't help but smile in the pictures and didn't think to double check, like, oh, I'm about to get her. Oh, she never see this coming. Bop, send it to her.
Hey,
This-
man, whatever gets her to stop asking for money.
It
You ain't,
clearly-
never had a chick hit you up for money too much?
No.
And you felt, well, you're broke. What about you?
Exactly.
What about you?
Now I'm scared to say no. Nobody's hit me up for money that I know of. Hey, I need that. I
Well,
need
you
that
can
five.
say, you can just say they know better.
Know
than to
better,
try
do
that.
better.
They
Know
know
better,
better
do
than to try
better.
to hit you up for money. But I've been on the end. I've definitely wanted to fake my own death before.
But that's
Just to
such an
avoid some
elaborate scheme. I feel like there was more money involved just trying to send that off. He thought he was going to get away with it, and he just ends up getting caught.
It seems like such a dude thing to do. Like,
It seems like a really stupid,
It's-
like, sequel to Weekend at Bernie's.
oh
Like,
jeez. Instead of just being the guy and being straightforward and be like, yo.
But what
listen,
the
I ain't
viewers
got it.
really want to know is, would you guys do that?
Fake my own
Hell
death.
yeah.
Did? No. Yes. Would you?
Fake my own death to stop being asked to send money.
I do it as a joke.
I mean, yeah. I'd have to be like, yo, I'm dead.
Yo, I'm dead.
I'm dead.
I
I'm
dead
sleep.
died.
I dead died.
dead ass.
I dead ass died, yo.
There you go.
Stop hitting me up.
You're
You would
You
think
still going to that
blocking
party
her-
next week?
You would think blocking her would
be enough,
would
yeah.
suffice. But whatever.
She probably got hitters out in Honduras.
Yeah, but he in the U.S.
Yeah, he was in the U.S.
Nah, she probably got hitters out in
they're
Honduras and
coming
he
through.
coming through me like, yo, we coming to collect, dead or not. Get his
Dead or not-
pockets.
dead or alive.
Dead or alive.
I want his head on a platter. No, I want his wallet on a platter.
Platter. What's in your wallet? My money.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's the end of that story, guys.
funny.
You can let us know what you're thinking. That joint is just funny to me. But before we go to the next topic, I want to make sure you guys understand that this show is sponsored by Sky's Crescent Radio, run by Jade Zabrick. She has created a platform for us in multiple diverse radio shows in NYC. You can also check out her shows such as Boozy News and Soul Entry on this radio network, lined up every Sunday on cityworldradio.com. And you can follow her at Sky's Crescent Radio on IG. So make sure that you guys check her out. And what's up, everybody on the live stream? Make sure you say what's up to all of those guys guys. Make sure they looking in on us. We acknowledge you. It's just hard to run a show and do all of this at the same time. For me,
Oh,
y'all can throw gang signs at them if you want to.
wait, those weren't gang signs.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what I'm throwing.
Oh no! I'm not affiliated with the Latin Kings at all. That's gonna be
That's
me
how you
outside. They gonna blast them. Get
I know.
Get 'em.
Exactly.
Get them, boys.
But yeah, the
Get
next
'em, get 'em,
topic is
boys.
That's the Latin Kings.
It's
Get 'em,
actually an
boys.
article that I did want to discuss with you guys. But before we get into that, normally me and the guys, we get together and we talk about power. We always get to talk about it. So we get to talk about it. We get in there. We get to spread our thoughts and our feelings. Get into it. But unfortunately, this week, but yeah, unfortunately, there was no episode.
No episode
So,
this
yeah,
week.
it's over. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, it was no episode. So we had to pick another show to talk about this
Yes.
week. So
Yes.
we talking about Insecure. I wish they don't have a theme song.
They
I would've-
don't,
No,
but
I was trying to find a
it's-
song to suffice for it, but didn't matter. So
It don't matter.
This week, Insecure season 3 started, and normally, if you don't watch the show, it's about a young woman living in her 20s in the life. It's basically a black Sex in the City. So, is it not? It's a black Sex in the City.
They ain't in the city though.
Yeah.
They in the hood.
Oh well. But yeah, in the show,
Stretching and
it came in,
surviving.
and a lot of topics, seem to come across in the show. Akai, I know you want to speak on some of them.
Yes.
Please feel free to do it now.
Yes.
Go
no,
ahead, Kyle.
that I feel like that was such a millennial driven show. They actually look at different issues that happen. One, for example, that stuck out with me was that the ex and Issa, the young girl, they were living together.
Yes.
Not to say that this is a situation I'm privy to, but this is something that's happening right now. But it was just something that was like, wow, they're actually talking about real issues that happen, and I think it was a little bit of I don't know, it was like a sobering moment. I was like, wow,
I remember
you give me
there
that
was
window.
one point in the show where there was it was basically a situation about boundaries.
Yeah.
Where one person
That was the
like,
theme for the entire show.
It's really about boundaries of like, hey, if we live together, these are our boundaries. If we live
Yes.
together, we're not in a relationship, these are our boundaries. And then there was another situation, another character in the show where they were in a basically a friends with benefits situation, and the other person just kept being way too friendly about it. So she
Oh,
was
yeah.
kind of like, hey, I want to set boundaries because I don't want no feelings being caught, and I don't want to complicate your situation because the other dude was married, but he was in an open marriage. So it was just it's just like, I don't want it to be more messy, so I just want to create some clear boundaries. And
Yeah.
the dude really didn't respect the boundaries.
Yeah, no, you remember the whole situation where he went up to the apartment. He helped himself to coming inside the apartment
Because he had the key.
because
to the
he had a
apartment
key
from before.
And then she asked him, "Was like, yeah, so can I get my key back?" And then he was like, "What you mean?" I'm like, "Wait, what?
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
mean? What you mean? That's
They
my
were-
key to my apartment."
He's like, yeah, can I get my key back? What you mean? Yeah, there is no
Yeah.
what you mean. my
Exactly.
dude. Give the key back. If this is my
Word.
apartment, I feel like I should be able to ask for my key back at any given time.
Any given
with
time.
no argument needed.
I'm
no
glad that's not
argument required.
the situation I'm in right now.
Yes.
A mutual understanding. But with that whole situation, it just seemed like it kind of fell back to that situation we were talking about with guys kind of imposing themselves on.
Yes,
Like,
thing
you know-
we spoke on last week.
And it's just like, dude, that's making me uncomfortable. Just give me back my stuff. It's,
And I was gonna ask that question about what is it about men who lie or just continue or just disrespect boundaries and make the other person feel uncomfortable? Because it's almost like, damn, you really don't give a fuck about me if you
Yeah.
can't respect my own boundaries that I'm asking.
it's
you.
like the intention is it's not there. Like the right intention is not there. That's what I feel it is. Like they're really trying to go for just yeah, I still beat though. Or I'm about to. I'm like,
about-
nah,
yeah, it's like
you
I
shouldn't
want
need to.
So fuck whatever you trying to tell me.
Exactly. And the
Coming
fact you leaving now, nah,
Yeah.
in a paddy wagon.
Exactly. So that shit was crazy.
That's just like, wow. I would be on the phone with the police. Is there a police button?
I mean, have you ever set boundaries with a person and they crossed it? And how did you try to, let that be known of yo, you're crossing a boundary right now?
I feel like it was more so somebody an acquaintance that I didn't really know as well. So it was just kind of I can get that you're kind of still trying to be here and be yo, I'm with your shits. But I'm like, nah, bitch, be off me. Sometimes people just don't get the hit. As far as a social thing, I guess. But it's also because you just don't know that person. You don't really mess with that person, so they might not know right off the bat.
That's why you got to let it be known.
Yeah, I mean, you
speak
got to
up.
set it right at jump.
Yeah, you got to speak up.
But then sometimes people just don't get it. Just go.
Goes right over their head because they're too busy concerned with what they want.
Their
Being
intentions.
selfish. Yep. So that's just, if you guys ever have any stories about setting boundaries and your boundaries not being respected, please hit us up and let us know.
Yes.
And I would love to hear about some of those stories, and we can talk about it in the next the next episode for next week.
Advocate for yourselves.
Yeah. Was there did we leave off last week with a question? We didn't. Nah, we didn't.
I don't believe we did.
No.
No.
So
I feel like
good.
we did.
We probably did, but we're forgetting. Oh well.
We had to put that video up like 5
Yeah,
hours.
we had to rush that episode out. So.
The whole thing.
That was crazy. So with we have probably another 15, 20 minutes left in the show.
Yeah.
So I want to try to make 2 topics that I want
Okay.
to talk about before we get out of here.
lightning round,
Not a lightning round, but just just be mindful of the time that we're
regular
using.
storm round.
So I have one that's about an article and one about another story. So
Okay.
Which one you guys?
Story.
You want the story?
Story.
So
Story
well, it's not
time.
really a story, but just a topic. Why do men lie on their dicks?
Ooh,
Let's get it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What
niggas
have I
lie on
done?
their
how
dicks.
many of us in this?
Yeah, men who lie on
Jade, you can't be. It's like, don't bring me in this. Don't bring me in this. He's like, what are you guys?
But no, yeah, guys who lie on their dick. What's up
It's
with
got to
that?
be stopped.
Yep.
They got to be stopped
Why do men do it?
because
Why do they do it?
that's our manhood right there.
Have you guys ever lied on your dicks before?
Hell no.
No.
So why do you think guys do it?
It's like a machismo thing. It's like, yo,
Yeah.
this is
I'ma
what I
find
need
the
to do.
post.
Yeah, please find that post.
Please, yeah, talk while I find the post. I'm trying to
Like,
read some of those comments.
It's like trying to I guess almost mark their territory. Like, oh yeah, I did this with these people, and it's like, even if they didn't, they're trying to like I guess mark their territory that keeps other guys from trying to pursue that person that they're claiming. So it's like, hey, I did X, Y, and Z with this person, so that should keep you from doing that same thing, or hey, you're interested in this person, well, I just need you to know that I did A, B, and C with them, so you can still go after them if you want to, just know that they did this with me. So if you're comfortable with that, go ahead. That's how I view it. What about you?
Do you think that it's possible in those type of situations? Do you think that it's possible to lie on your dick to protect your friend from getting in a bad situation? Of like, yo, don't do it. I've done it. It was bad. She's crazy. Don't do it.
I would say that your friend would view that as he's just being selfish, trying to keep that away from me. Like, oh, you're going after her. Like, oh, okay, you can, but just know that, hey, she did this, or she always she acts like this certain type of way. It's like I would assume that would have come up in conversation before. I'm not I don't always go oh, yo, this girl I was just with, she was cool to hang out with, but when we took things to the bedroom and kind of got weird, she pulled out baby bottles and shit like that. And it's like wait, what's going on here?
Baby bottles?
I'm just
baby bottle pops? Or what?
I don't got that sound effect.
That would be wild. Baby bottle pop.
if you had
Baby
that
bottle
sound
pop.
effect, then I'd get you a trophy.
Don't mess with her.
Soundboard
She's a
king.
thought because she likes baby bottle pops.
I mean, the post was
Anyway.
deleted, so I can't find any comments. from
But
it.
I remember that post because I remember the comments underneath. There was one guy that was saying something similar to what you were saying, Kenneth, where it was like in college, that was the norm where they would be like, yo, I don't want this person messing with me, so it's I'm just gonna say I lied and I smashed and I did whatever with that chick.
Yeah.
Because they're either oh damn, I can't get with that person, or they're just doing it for clout.
Yeah.
And I feel like 9 times out of 10, it's because they want the clout, so that way they feel they feel validated. I think that's a lot of what it is. They feel validated for being able to say, yo, I did this with this person. Oh, she's the baddest chick here. Well, I got with her. And it's kind of like that male mentality of yo, it's like a trophy for them.
Or climbing a mountain, hey, you didn't achieve that yet? Well, guess what I did? Boom, I did that.
Yeah, I mean something like that. It's just it's not necessary,
No, it's not. It's if you're trying to pursue somebody, and then someone else is also like attempting to do the same, like I could see it as like, oh well, you did that, well, like I see it as like that show like the Bachelorette, like all these guys going after this one girl, and like they all get to take her out on like different types of dates, and like try to wine and dine her, and like try and impress her that way she chooses who she really wants, and then like all these dudes are competing, and it's like all you're doing is like all this extravagant shit, and then you can low-key just lie to the person, like the other dudes, like, oh, what'd you do with her? Oh, well, I took her in a hot air balloon, and then like while we were up there, like, yo, she gave me head, bro. It was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
And then, what'd you do with her? Oh, I just took her to the movies, and then she made me pay for everything, and then she didn't even give me like a goodbye hug.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if you're looking for the hug, then you have a lot to worry about.
There you go.
You're worried where your hug is at. You have a lot to worry
Yo,
about.
where my hug at?
Versus,
Yo, where my hug at?
I would love to talk about where my hug at, ass niggas, but we
We don't got time for. We'll save that for next week.
maybe. The
I'm
last,
gonna bring it up next week.
the last topic I wanted to talk to you guys about today was about this article that I saw on Facebook. And I saw it. It was very interesting. You know, it got a lot of men and women, you know, up in a bunch. And I was like, oh, I wonder what the guys' take is on this. It's a report, and the headline says, men have better sex with emotionally unstable women. Do you guys agree with that headline? Yes or no? What's going on?
Of course.
Let's see that.
Of course. I have
Kenneth over there
I have
sweating.
everything. Of course. I would like to say that
It's a little hot in here.
all the people that anybody interacts with are emotionally unstable. And I say this because we're millennials. We need to get our shit together. We're still trying to find ourselves. So it's hard
So
to
you're trying
avoid
to
that.
basically say that.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Yes, I do have the answers.
I'm not about you, but they don't.
Sway
us as
don't.
us as millennials. we don't have
I thought something else was about to slip. Us is who? Tyrants?
No, that's crazy.
Nah, I feel like that's really the norm nowadays. Like, a lot of people subscribe to, you know, the Instagram posts and feeling like they're connected because of a meme or something like that, and putting their feelings and emotions out there. That as a sub, you know, like, you know, mood. This is me today.
Same.
So it's a little easier now to kind of like see it and spot it, and then, you know, it happens. Like, sometimes that'll happen. Like, you'll go out with a person that might feel like that, and there's a little more passion behind it because they're like, I want to feel right now.
I seen. Well, I see what you're saying, but when
Yeah.
when I saw that post online on Facebook, when the person posted, I saw a bunch of people and they're like, "Yo, crazy chicks get the best," you know. Hey.
Yo,
Yeah.
that I saw that too. Yeah, I
So-
saw that too.
Is that how you feel? Because you say, yo, like you was feeling that. Like that was the wave.
Why
I'm saying on my end, that's not the wave.
Why are you exposing me today?
You exposed yourself. Yo, I
Why?
saw that. That was wild. Yo, I saw that too.
Telling the producer take his mic away, please.
Yo, you
Help
ain't
me.
got the answers, Kenneth.
Help me.
You ain't got the answers,
Can I
Kenneth.
get a lifeline?
No,
Get you the
Get
phone,
your
friend.
lifeline from JP Reps. There he is. There's that man calling right now.
Jack Casey, timestamp this. I need help.
Timestamp it.
no, wrong.
Nope, wrong.
Shit.
Wow. Kicked off so
But-
early.
But to answer what you were saying, like a lot of guys do subscribe to that stigma that like, oh, emotionally unstable women do provide like better
better sexual experiences.
experiences. Yeah, a lot of guys say that, but then it's like you have to also account for what led to that woman becoming emotionally unstable, because there's always a cause to that effect. Like there's always a reason why like certain shit happens. Like this woman, she was probably carefree, like easygoing, all that stuff, and then the wrong guy came along and then turned her into this emotionally unstable woman who doesn't trust dudes, who doesn't like go with the flow and stuff like that anymore. There's always that one person that ruins them for anybody else.
But the
quote-unquote
real
ruins.
question, I mean, that is an unfortunate
It is-
cycle.
no, it is.
But the real question is, do you feel like it's better to engage and have sex with that person if they're emotionally unstable?
Yeah, that was a wrong sound effect, sir.
No,
No,
not
that's-
thumb touched it by accident. Go ahead.
Ew. No, no, I'm just saying, like, is it like Is it better? Is it worse?
I mean,
Is
like
it expected?
I feel like the three of us, especially all our last relationships were with emotionally unstable women for 3 Sir, remember what you learned last weekend?
That wasn't my most previous.
I need
Okay,
the
then
camera
what
to zoom
happened? Then what
in
happened
on
with you?
his face.
Exactly.
I need the camera to zoom in on this Evan Cumbest face that not everybody is entitled to always get to see. But this is amazing. I've never seen this level of Evan Cumbestery right now. This is perfect.
What?
This is the perfect ideal moment. We caught him, guys. We got him.
Got him. High five.
Took 6 episodes, but we got him.
No.
No.
Yes.
Bring that back. I'm sorry. I just want to say and speak for everybody at the table.
Go ahead.
It's not just that, we could have been involved with emotionally unstable people or stable people.
Yeah.
It's just, I feel like to pin that on somebody and to kind of like categorize people like that as being better at intercourse, it's for the birds. Anybody can be anything at any time. I don't know why you got to group it like that.
No, I was saying that like the three of us, like we've all been through like some like less than favorable
Situations.
and
Okay.
relationships. Yeah,
Anybody could be.
exactly.
Yeah, at
But
any point in life, but don't
Yeah.
try to pin it like, yo, most recently we all
Yeah, fam. Come on,
just
bro.
last
Evan,
week.
Evan,
No,
Evan,
don't
no.
do that.
Evan,
Speak for yourself. bro.
Evan,
Speak for yourself.
Evan. That's
Bro,
okay.
he about to pull up.
Evan.
Oh, it died. Sorry, Evan. You're on your own. You're on your own. I can't
Listen.
bail you out.
Listen, me and my soundboard can take Kenneth at any given. Oh no, it's dead.
Well,
Go
well,
ahead.
well.
No, go ahead.
No, I was saying like the three of us have been through that
At any point in
at
life.
any
Yeah.
point in time, like throughout our entire like friendship together, like damn near a decade, and we can all like pinpoint like times where we've all said like, yo, like I don't know what it is about her, like she tripping right now, or like even the adverse of that, and then it's like, why are you laughing?
I'm just like,
Why
I'm
are you
sorry.
laughing?
It's just
Why are you laughing?
all we want to know is,
Yes,
is the sex good?
Yes.
Yes,
that's-
this-
thank
yes.
you
Is
for
the
asking.
sex good?
Yes, the sex
You
is good.
sitting there airing
But-
us all out
but-
here.
Yeah, you just
but
putting us all on front
Don't
street
touch my
just to
shoulder.
putting us all
You
on.
know all the stuff I got to deal with after this. What are you saying about? You know damn well. Fuego. No, no. Listen.
Fuego.
Nah. Listen. It just comes down to this. Any person that's still finding themselves and trying to figure themselves out, you know that's going to be some bomb intercourse, all right? And I say that because we got kids watching this. So don't go after all the people that seem like they're emotionally unstable. Go after somebody that's just, doing their thing. Everybody's not for everybody.
So you're agreeing with it
I agree with the fact that
that sometimes
sometimes,
intercourse with an emotionally unstable person is very
yes,
enjoyable
because sometimes you
experience.
can find yourself within that. You could. You really could. I mean, even though some people find themselves a little too much and then they go left on
So-
Pornhub or something like that.
Let me stop you right there. Whoa.
I'm saying it's a possibility.
Now I have to jump in my feelings about
Yes.
this. I've let y'all
Jump.
ramble for about
Do it.
maybe 10 minutes. I feel like there's not enough research being done on this topic, particularly by saying that, oh man, yeah, I had sex with a crazy chick. It was the greatest. It was so good. Oh, crazy chicks give the best. No, I feel like that's not able to. You can't really say that until you've been like, yo, I've had sex with a lot of emotionally stable women too.
Exactly.
Like we haven't tested the whole field here. We haven't seen both sides. So you can't say one side
Wait
of
a
the grass
minute.
is greener
Science
than the
experiment.
other.
Is this
Science-
why your last name is Cumbest?
No.
You're doing
So-
field reports here? This is wild.
No.
Is this
Don't
more?
do that.
Is this more drama for your mama?
No, I have like 3 minutes. So
You
we
got
just
8.
Get this off. No, we don't. That clock is fast or slow. But yeah, my thing is like I'm saying. Basically, we haven't done enough research on this topic.
True.
There's not enough. So if people jump out the window and being like, "Yo, you're only relating that." Yo, I do remember having sex with a crazy chick and it was great. So yeah, we do have. You can't say you have better when you haven't had both. It's basically what I'm trying to say, and that you don't really get to equate that. All the factors like Kenneth said, what could have happened to make that woman emotionally unstable, and like I said before, like men just don't. We really. Men kind of put themselves in that situation a lot of the times because men, we have a lot of ego. We have a lot of pride. We do take a lot of enjoyment in feeling needed. Do you feel like most men would feel needed by an emotionally stable woman who can take care of themselves on every level?
No.
Nah.
No. So in a sense, we do maybe subconsciously seek out a person who's like, all right, they're going to need me. Look at this
Yeah.
person who can't really, who seems like they need help. They're going to need me and I'm going to feel needed. And you're fulfilling your own ego in a sense. So I feel like a lot of that does come into play. So that's probably why it might even seem better or seem like a better experience because, that even goes into the whole dirty talking within it. Some men love being called daddy and all of that. And I'm like, that's disgusting.
A little nasty.
That's disgusting.
That's really nasty. Even
And
zaddy. That needs to stop. I'm sorry.
That
That's
does
weird.
need to stop. That speaks to that.
That's weird.
Get him over there sweating like a pig.
That's a
sweating
little
like
weird.
a hog on a Thanksgiving plate. This man is.
Yo, how much time we got left on here, bro? Yo, wrap it up.
Enough.
Wrap it
Enough
up.
time. We got enough.
Trust me.
Wrap it up.
No. I'm gonna get all of this off. We gonna get all of it. I'm gonna unpack all of this.
Do it.
Just digging more into the
Spider-Man.
Yeah, stop, please. bad memories. But just digging more into the male psychology of it. I feel like there's a lot of psychology that goes into that between the male regular, more common male patterns that happen. That we do seek validation, we do seek approval, we do seek the need to be needed. So within that, you're going to seek partners who come across that way, and we haven't fulfilled our side of seeing both sides of that table.
Do you feel like that's on the other side though?
I've experienced
women?
both sides.
No,
Oh,
with women.
What
Do
you
you
mean?
feel like they seek out maybe emotionally
No,
stable guys or
not- no,
emotionally
I wouldn't-
unstable or
no,
anything
I
like
wouldn't. They might, but they don't phrase it that way. You ever seen how the girls be online talking about, "Oh, broke niggas have the best dick"? Like, you ever see that? Like just that dumb shit.
This is all they can work for right
Yeah,
now.
and it's almost like how women, in a sense, feel like they want to change a guy, so they want a guy who's not all the way taking care of
I mean,
themselves, so
yeah.
they can kind of help them and take care of them. Like, there's a lot of psychology that goes into this on both sides. So I'm not
Yeah.
saying one side's better than the other, or one side
Oh,
of the
yeah,
grass is
definitely.
greener than the other, or one gender's more right than the other. We all have our own shit to,
Yeah, we all ain't shit.
to fix. We all have our own shit in this
Exactly.
type of situation to fix, but generally we're saying that we just need more self-acknowledgement, more self-awareness of ourselves in these situations, and more self-awareness of what you may be needing or what you may be seeking in those situations. That's just how I want to close that topic. With that being said, that's the end of the show, guys. Round of applause for the end of the show. We're back in the studio. Things feel good. Great show, guys. So yeah, just drop it off with your social medias to end it.
Oh, IG Godzilla _kinda.
IG, Broho Fiasco.
And guys, you already know my Instagram, my Snapchat, my Facebook, and my Twitter is all at Evan Cumbest. Find us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, all of that. And we're out of here, guys. So let's go. We're out of here.
Boo! Get the fuck out of here!
We're out of here. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Peace.
If you served honorably in our nation's armed forces and you're looking for a way to continue serving your fellow veterans in your community, then join AMVETS. Each year, AMVETS members volunteer millions of hours at VA healthcare facilities from coast to coast, helping to improve the lives of their fellow veterans through the VA Voluntary Services Program. AMVETS posts and departments also participate in a wide variety of community service projects, ranging from Americanism in our schools to supporting the Special Olympics and Boy Scouts of America. If you no longer wear the uniform today, you can still serve through the AMVETS by joining today at amvets.org.
Hi, I'm Janice Ian. Do you remember how excited you were at the start of summer every year, and how the summer just started to drag on after a few months and you couldn't wait to get back to school, see your old friends, make new friends, get new books and a new locker and a clean slate? Well, you should have been excited about music class, too, because that was a special room where you went to sing, perform with your friends, and learn all kinds of interesting stuff about great composers, instruments, different kinds of music and songs. We remember our music teachers because they were so passionate about helping us learn to love music. They helped to spark a love for listening to notes and voices and rhythms that continues to enrich our lives even today. I bet your kids feel the same way about music class. Ask them, and make sure they get involved with music in school and in their lives.
A PSA brought to you by MENC, the National Association for Music Education, and the National Anthem Project, the campaign to restore America's voice through music education. Music, part of a sound education.
Today's entertainment has been brought to you in part by Galito's Restaurant. Galito's specializes in Portuguese cuisine. In addition to these delicacies, Galito's offers pasta, steaks, seafood, and chops. A full-service bar includes wines, beers, and spirits to complement your meal. Galito's offers casual ambiance at the bar or their dining room. Galito's also has a private banquet room for social events with a party package to accommodate your budget. Galito's also offers seasonal cafe seating. Galito's is located at 29 Elm Avenue in Mount Vernon, New York, conveniently located across from the Mount Vernon East train station. You can call Galito's at area code 914-668-0100. Once again, the number is area code 914-668-0100 for information or reservations, or go to the website at www.galitosrestaurant.com. Enjoy your dining experience.